Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world today. This is Nikki, Miss Laugh-A-Lot, coming at you from near Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And this is Club Carnivore. So we are joined with the lovely two hosts, Dr. Nelson and George Goodenough. Coach,
Hello.
that's Coach George Goodenough.
Yeah,
What's happening for you guys today?
Yeah, ever since Dr. Nelson signed me off, I am in fact a coach. So yes, thanks very much for that, Nikki. Much appreciated.
Yeah. Yeah. So we were just having a little inside chat before we went on live, and we decided the story should actually go live. And I heard about some kind of mishap, but I did not know what happened. Dr. Nelson, you want to tell us what's going on?
Yeah, just to reassure Dr. Nelson, he's a bit embarrassed about it. So just give us the version you are happy with, because we don't want to embarrass you.
I had a stumble in the middle of the night, and I fell against my dresser, which is a very hard wood, and had a concussion and a neck sprain from that. But I'm feeling a lot better now. And part of what I've been doing is having a lot of creatine and having a lot of exogenous ketones in addition to, following carnivore diet, trying to have high fat. Today probably is the first day that I think I'm back to normal. All throughout the weeks, I was still having some being out of balance frequently, and feeling the first few days, it was feeling days as well. But I'm better now. Thank you.
Oh, good. That's very good. Yeah.
Go
I've
ahead,
got mine. I have a little health story that I can tell as well, and that's it. Back along, I can't remember whether it was 2 weeks ago or a week ago. It ended last Saturday, so it would have go back 9 days from last Saturday, and I decided to experiment with raw liver, because as you all know, I'm a raw steak eater. So I decided to have a go at raw liver, and I ate raw liver on the Friday and the Saturday. I was fine. I didn't really enjoy it very much, but by the Monday, things had taken a definite turn for the worse, and the gastrointestinal problems really kicked in. And for 6 days, as I told Dr. Nelson during that week, actually, I wasn't able to be too far away from the bathroom, because it was really quite dramatic. Now, I don't know for sure that it was the raw liver that did it. However, it is the strongest suspect, shall we say. So I won't be experimenting with any raw liver from now on. When I eat liver, I will be going back to eating cooked liver. Having said that, I've continued to eat the raw steak, and that's no problems whatsoever. So I will be continuing with the raw steak. I think I'm going to be a bit more sensible when it comes to eating the liver now, and it's going to be fried in beef tallow from now on.
Wow, I like how you said that. A little dramatic. It's rich. And so you think that's probably what was going on?
I don't know. I know I didn't, I really enjoy raw steak with salt on it and with butter on it, but the liver I could have taken.
How much do you have of the liver? How much?
I had about 8 ounces each day, so maybe that was
wow.
too much. Yeah.
Well,
yeah. No, maybe 6 ounces each day. It was basically one portion of supermarket liver, lamb's liver, which I split into two and ate one on the Friday and one on the Saturday. By the Monday, I was in trouble, and that lasted for 6 days until the following Saturday, and then it cleared up by the Sunday. Yeah, and then
maybe once you have resolved. You resolved everything already, right?
Everything's fine now. Basically,
so maybe next time have just 1 ounce at a time.
That's probably a wise idea, actually. Yeah, because because what happened then is that I went back to fairly normal, although things were still a bit liquidy, shall we say, until this weekend, and now I'm on day 3 back to normal. In other words, I haven't been to the bathroom for that purpose for 3 days, which is normal for me. So yeah, things are definitely back to normal now. So yeah, but those of you who know me as being somebody who supports the raw protocol, then yeah, you might find that quite amusing. I did get caught out, but hey ho, we are all n equals 1. We have to make the experiment, and what we've got to do
Yeah.
is we have to report back our findings, and those are my findings anyway. So there we go.
Yeah. So what's your experience with when you eat liver, Dr. Nelson?
So I've always liked liver, and I had been eating regularly some liver. I had just cut it in pieces, put it in the freezer, and just have small portions whenever I wanted to. But several months ago, after eating liver, I had some, I believe I was very nauseous and almost vomited or did vomit. And since then, I have stayed away from the liver. I'm not sure it was the liver, though, because my wife, who is not 100% carnivore, she's keto, and I have bought some olives for her. And I didn't realize, because otherwise I would have really not bought them. I thought they were in olive oil. But when I checked back after having the episode, they were in sunflower oil.
Ooh.
Olives in sunflower oil. And I had a few of those at the same time I had the liver. So I don't know which one caused the problem. So since then, basically, I've been using our product with the organ. We have a liver capsule, and we have an organ, multiple blend is 6 different organs. I've been using that instead of eating liver.
Yeah, the seed oils are terrible, because back in the summer, back in July, I went to a local village fete, the sort of event, and I ate a couple of burgers, very good burgers they were as well. And because I trusted the sauce, I thought that they would have been cooked in either lard or beef tallow. I was horrified when I walked past later to see them putting sunflower oil on the griddle, and sure enough, for 2 days afterwards, I was really quite ill. And it was back in the summer when we were on the course with you, Dr. Nelson. I told you about it then, and I had to do a therapeutic 48-hour fast just to clear it from my system. So yeah, once you go clean from seed oils, it's not just a question of don't go back to them because they're not good for you. It's a question of don't go back to them because you really can't. It makes you
actually makes you quite, as soon as you have something that may have that, you can taste them. It's just
great,
and
wonderful to see. Go on.
They'll elevate the blood sugar. Hey, Amy.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Amy. Hello, coach.
Yeah, the seed. Yeah, another fellow coach. So welcome, all coaches. Welcome. Come on stage and introduce yourself, and let us. Yeah, come hang out on a Sunday.
And I know, by the way, I know you haven't asked, but I'm gonna do a plug here.
Okay.
Your 3 have a certification from the first cohort. We're doing the second cohort. And for the next one, we have a Black Friday, Cyber Monday only sale. It is the lowest price we've ever had, $297. And that's for the one starting in February. We'll never have it that low. Maybe for next Black Friday. But
do you have a link that we can put in the chat so people can click on it?
Yes, I have it in my description. But I'll get the link and I'll paste. I don't know if I can paste if it'll come through though, but
okay.
I'll try.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking of taking it again.
Oh, you can go ahead and take it.
Yeah,
for free.
I'm really.
You already had. George has been in all the classes, I believe, right?
Yeah, I'm taking the full course again. I'm sort of halfway through the module as well. So yeah, it's well worth doing.
It's part of the deal. You can
audit it.
Yes, you can audit it.
Yeah, I'm quite enjoying it. It's a nice routine. Not routine, but it's a nice gathering, and I like learning. You're always learning more, right?
Yeah, my timings are 8 p.m. on Wednesday evenings, and those 2 hours that I spend with you, Dr. Nelson, and the rest of the gang, they're a lovely midweek sort of little get together, and we learn a lot as well, because obviously the first time around everything was a bit new and overwhelming, but now we're doing it second time around, then stuff is sinking in a lot better, really. So it's well worth doing. I'm really enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. Plus, you're getting the stories from other people too, so you're always learning, right?
Very much so. Yes, very much so indeed.
Yes, Amy, what's going
Yeah.
on, Amy? Pleasure
Well,
to see you.
I just made butter mayo, so I wanted to show it off.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, let's
So I
see what it
made
looks like.
butter mayo. When it's refrigerated, it'll be stiffer, but it's like thin mayo, I guess. It's delicious. It's really good. And
So how did?
I already posted it on my YouTube channel. It's
Okay.
very easy. I can make it in 1 minute.
Okay.
Wow.
Do you want to tell us how you made it?
Yes.
Okay.
So first you melt a cup of butter, or 2 sticks or 8 ounces, but half a pound, however you think of it. You melt it on very low heat, so it's not too hot. And then you get your blender and you put in 1 egg, 1/4 of a teaspoon of smoked salt. That's like a fun secret ingredient. And 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. So you turn your blender on and blend it. And then while your blender is still on, you pour very, very slowly the butter into the blender, and it's like magic. It's wonderful. And you can make mayonnaise with anything, anything. I used to make it with olive oil. You can make it with lard, you can make it with duck fat, you can make it with tallow, but I don't love those as much, because once you put it in the fridge, it gets hard. So
Right.
it's stiff. And the butter will too, but the butter mayo is, I think, the most satisfying. I'll see after I put it in
I
the
wonder
fridge.
how it would come out if you use clarified butter instead of butter. Will it be any softer?
Probably.
It might. It might. I don't know. I don't have a lot of experience with clarified butter because it always tastes rancid to me.
When you buy it, probably
Uh-huh.
not when you
Yeah.
make it at
When you
home. It's
make it,
so
right.
easy to make it at home. I make
But
it.
I also spend a lot of money on raw butter. So I'm not going to clarify it, because I don't even like, that's part of the reason I melt this on low, because it's still raw when, in the recipe. So I pay a lot of money for raw butter, so I can't break myself to clarify it. And I was going to say
But
about oh, I'm sorry. Go
all
ahead.
you're doing is removing the solids, the proteins, and you're left with the butter fat. And I do it very low heat as well.
Oh, well,
I take 45 minutes to let them melt and separate, and then I filter it. And my son loves cooking with it. It's very
awesome.
good for high heat cooking, much better than regular butter.
Yeah, I don't even cook with my butter because I'm too attached to it being raw. But I'm open to learning things. I will say that y'all were talking about seed oils when I first got on, and the one good thing that I did when I did raw vegan diet between 2003 and 2010 was that I didn't eat any seed oils. That's when I started no seed oils. So from 2003 until today, I've not eaten any seed oils. So I always thank the raw vegan diet for that one good thing.
Perfect. Nikki, I've just received a WhatsApp from Coach, the other Coach Amy, Keto Rockstars, and she's saying, I think you actually saw it. She's looking. She says, I'm trying to get Nikki's attention. I want to come in on Tuesday, December the 2nd, but can't figure out how to donate to her website for the cooking challenge. So can you address that one to Amy now, the other Amy, now that we know she's watching?
Keto Rockstars Amy, thank you so much for joining. Amy Davis, check out her show. She's really talented, and she does these really cool things called they're Avengers. So she'll make you like a Avenger, and make it, and it comes with a song too, I believe, eh?
It certainly does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Both
So,
Dr. Nelson and myself are Carnivore Avengers. I'm not sure about you ladies, but I know that many of the Kiltz Mighty Tribe are. Dr. Nelson is the Ribeye Reaper, and I am the Cat Crusader, and Dr. Kiltz himself is the Plant Punisher, which is a very good name.
What are you, George?
I'm the Cat Crusader. It's obviously, as we know, but Superman or Batman, they were the Caped Crusaders. So I am now known as the Cat Crusader. It's a play on words, basically. And plus the fact that I always wear a cap. Yeah, the Capped Crusader versus the Caped Crusader.
Oh, so I was hearing like a kitty cat.
No, Capped.
Right, that's what I heard too. Okay, yeah. Cap. Cool. Did you come up with that name, or did Amy?
No, I actually came up with that name because I'm known for wearing my caps, and obviously I was a great fan of the Caped Crusader himself when I was growing up, so I thought it would be an appropriate play on words, so that's the reason why.
Cool. I need your help, everybody. Amy, I'm going to email you, okay? And because there's something on my website, I've got to obviously do something different. But I will email you. I need your help. Somebody years ago, when I named me Miss Laugh a Lot, because I had no idea what I should be when I was asked to be on a podcast, and that's how it came about. I said, well, I have no idea what I should be. And he said, you should be Miss Laugh a Lot. So I kept the name for 20 years. So if I'm going to be, well, not if, I'm going to, Amy, yeah, I can't wait either. So I need your help naming me for an Avenger. What do you all think?
Which Amy are you talking to here?
I'm talking to Amy Davis.
All right, okay. Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, and Amy Perrin as well. Brisket Boomers too.
Sure. Hi. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But what do y'all think? Does anything come to mind? No pressure or anything, but
I'm thinking the Laugh a Lot. There wasn't the most famous knight in King Arthur's round table was Sir Lancelot. So I don't know whether we can play on that in any way, shape, or form. That's just an idea, really. But yeah, maybe the Queen Laugh a Lot or something, or Princess Laugh a Lot or something along those lines.
I like Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Sir Laugh a Lot.
How about Queen Laugh a Lot of Camelot?
Okay. What does everybody think?
That kind of runs, it scans, doesn't it? Queen Laugh a Lot of Camelot. It might work.
Yeah. And then Amy Davis says, Keto Rockstar says, Lady Laugh a Lot.
Yeah,
lady, do like.
That's lady.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if you are married to Sir Lancelot in the UK, you would be Lady Lancelot.
Okay.
Because that is the title which the wife of a knight of the realm takes. It's Lady. Yeah. So how about Lady Laugh a Lot of Camelot? It might work.
What do you all think? What do you think, Amy?
Sounds good.
At least Lady Laugh a Lot. I like Laugh a Lot. I can't imagine you as anything else.
Okay. Let's do it. So Amy Davis, Keto Rockstars, she's the lovely artist and singer too. I still want to hear you sing. I don't know if that's you. Okay, I'll send a headshot. I'd like to hear you sing, because that's something I also want to do on this show as well. Like another theme where we can be singing. Like, so this, everybody likes to do different things. So maybe you want to come up and you want to cook and you want to just belt out the gospel, belt out whatever you want. Bring out your air guitar and sing. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Do it up. So, let's see here. Thanks for your patience, but I think Lady Laugh a Lot. It is Lady Laugh a Lot, the Avenger.
Can I
I
just
was
say
thinking,
how much I admire Amy Davis's courage for coming onto one of these Kiltz Mighty Tribe lives, because she was in chat last night with myself and Juliet, and we got some pretty unpleasant trolls, to say the least. So Juliet had to go and eliminate them because she doesn't have any moderators. And the first thing that came up is that Keto Rockstars has been banned from this site. She pressed the wrong button, and it caused the whole live to descend into chaos for about 5 minutes. But Amy, being Amy and very good at IT, was able to return on a separate channel. But I understand that it's all been sorted out now. So yeah, and it's very brave of you to turn up again, Amy, because it was a traumatic experience for all of us last night when we realised that, having tried to eliminate a troll, we'd actually eliminated the one of the main stars of the KMT. Very embarrassing. And she's
it was a good climax.
She's seen the funny side, which is good.
Nice. You know what? I thought, let's see where my blood sugar is. I'm getting all fired up here. I'm going to take some insulin. So if anybody doesn't know yet, I'm a type 1 diabetic. So that means my body makes little to zero insulin. And Amy told me this, and this has been so awesome. Speaking of Amy, on stage here, she's got and I'm part of her coaching group for diabetics. So Amy, if you want to put in your link to your show, to your wherever people can find you in the chat there, that'd be awesome. But so she's helping, and one thing she told me that has proved to be such a huge benefit was putting it into the muscle. And so if I was putting it into the fat, right, and it wasn't acting fast enough.
Well,
and
that's
so
only if you're high.
Yeah, I do it all the time now. I just do it all the time. I don't put it into fat anymore. I just working for me. So nice. She said, put it into your deltoid, into the muscle. So if anybody hasn't seen it, some of you might get grossed out, but this is what it's like to be a type 1 diabetic. I had somebody say, a family member actually, one time, she said, don't do that in front of me. And I'm like, really? Would you kindly not eat that pie in front of me?
That's a good one.
Really? You find that
That's
insulting? Try having diabetes. Anyway, I didn't say that. I was classy. I didn't say that at all. But I noticed she doesn't say anything. She's my auntie and I love her. She doesn't say anything anymore. So anyway, so that's what it's like. So you got to wait about 10 seconds for it to actually go into the system. Now, so this is called fast acting insulin. So it's I'm just giving a little microdose right now because I'm all excited and I'm sitting. So anytime a diabetic is sitting, we're actually, our blood sugar goes up for type 1s. That's what I've heard, and I've verified within my own body. If I'm sitting, my blood sugar is going to go up. So, just getting up and doing some squats like every hour. I mean, I don't do a lot of sitting anyway.
Do you know that there is a trick about sitting and being a type 1 diabetic?
There's a trick? Tell me.
Well, I don't go high sitting. I don't know why you are, but so I'm 88 right now. To raise while you're sitting, raise up on your toes and tense your calves, and it will lower your blood sugar. Just over and over again.
Yeah.
That's a good exercise, by the way, for anyone, diabetics or not, because it does, without much effort, it works out the calves, which are relatively big. They're not as big as your thigh muscles, but you will get a workout. If you sit a lot, then you do that a lot. That will give you some workout at least.
And what's actually pretty rapid, actually, I do some lymphatic exercises, and they're pretty phenomenal how fast it works, right? As long as you're eating well. If you're eating a lot of seed oils and a high carb diet and stuff, you might not see as rapid. You're going to have very different results, right? You're going to have different results than somebody who's just eating a high fat, like keto or carnivore diet. It's going to be very different for you, right? But the lymphatic drainage is quite, it works very well on my body. So we all know that the Let's Eat challenge is on. This is our latest challenge. We're going to be going till at least February for this. So I'm thinking it's going to be longer. But if you want to get on stage and donate, the cause is we're donating to. You don't send the money to me. You send it to GoFundMe for Homestead How, and you just donate it. Take a picture of your donation and send it to me, and then we'll tell everybody. And so you'll come up on stage, and so Amy Davis is going to be on stage soon, and we had Deanna. She's going to be coming on as well, and what you do is you just come up and share your favorite carnivore or keto recipe, and do it live, right? The thing is, people love to watch people cook. Would you say?
Absolutely. It's a very popular type of program here in the UK. MasterChef, Kitchen Wars, all of those they are very popular. So I would say, yeah, people do like to watch people cooking.
So yeah, exactly. It's quite popular. Like, people pay big money just to sponsor these shows and stuff. But that's here and there. But the thing is, I just think it'd be fun to bring that to the carnivore stage, and why not give it a highlight? Because if we know that works and that's, goes on mainstream TV, why not bring it into the carnivore scene, right? And I mean, a lot of times all you have to do is just cook something, and people they'll cook it themselves, right? There's no, you don't have to convince anybody. They'll just be like, oh, well, that looks really yummy. Maybe I'll make it, right? It's kind of a gentle way to just send it out there, right?
Amy's asking, is there a minimum donation to take part, Nikki?
No, there's not. No, I think that you should donate whatever you feel like. And the thing is, I think it'd be really great if, getting companies in there. Like, what if you're a company, there's reasons people donate, right? There's many different reasons that people donate, and it's really good for a company. Like, say, KMT, they'll be matching, they'll be matching your donations as well. Is that right, Dr. Nelson? That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So say you decide you're going to donate $200 to Homestead How, the PhD project. Well, Kiltz Mighty Tribe, they'll be matching that. So, and my goal is to go to 100 grand. So we'll just keep doing this until we get to 100 grand.
Wow.
That is very, very ambitious, Nikki. Yeah. Nikki, do you mind if I make a suggestion? Because when I started this and I joined the community, I made a promise that I would never actually directly donate to money to anything, because Lainey was very afraid that I was joining a cult. Now, the way I got around that is, so it does have, it's, when you at first sight, it does have a bit. So what I do is, in order to donate, I actually purchase the Healing Humanity merch. So can I just make a suggestion that if anybody is reluctant to donate directly, that they go and buy some merchandise from Healing Humanity, and maybe
the proceeds go to, whatever above their cost goes to their project.
Exactly. So, and then maybe the receipt from that could be the proof of purchase. So that would actually get you on stage. And then, of course, you get a bonus point for actually wearing the merchandise, as I am doing tonight on stage.
I think that's a hell of an idea.
Yeah, that's a great
idea. It's a double whammy.
Exactly, that's right. Yeah, so it's
and you get something for it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
And you're getting a visual. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Great idea.
Exactly.
So it's up to you. Make a donation or buy some merchandise, and then wear it on a live. They're all equally wonderful, right? Get your business together, and you could even bring your family and all cook together, or all your work buddies. Maybe there's 10 of you. Get up on stage and you can all cook together and have fun, right? Like, yeah, it's all the opportunities are endless. So if you were to get on stage, Dr. Nelson, and cook something, what would you do if you're going to be a participant? What would you cook?
I think probably a black and blue steak. I use a stainless steel pan. I heat it up first. By the way, if you want to, stainless steel can be as non-stick as anything out there. Okay. But you have to heat it up first. And you don't have to put it on high, but medium, low. And then you add the fat of your choice, which could be, I've done it with beef tallow. I've done it with avocado oil. And you let that heat up a little bit. And then I take my steak out of the refrigerator, which usually have been there for a couple of days, marinating, just dry salt, and then I put it on the pan. Depending on the thickness, it could be 2 to 4 minutes on each side. Sometimes I use a little press just to create some weight and make it increase the amount of contact, the surface of contact with the pan. Gets seared up on both sides, but the center is still cool or rare, and I eat it. Let it rest for 5-10 minutes. Always when you're doing a high heat searing, let the steak rest.
Let it have a nap. Okay, another question for you, Dr. Nelson. If you were to sing a song while you were doing that, what song would it be?
Not sure, but no. I only sing, not even in the shower anymore.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh. So, George, what would you sing?
Do you want me to actually tell you what I cook as well, and then I'll tell you the song afterwards?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you know, I am a raw steak eater. I've got a story to tell. On Friday, myself and Lainey went to our local market. It's a mobile market where they travel around the country, and we have in this country trucks which are like mobile butchers. So we went up and saw him. I see him every 2 weeks. Oh, hello, young man. It's lovely to see you again. He said, do you want some nice fatty steak this week? I said, yeah, I'm after the sirloin, please. He said, I'll tell you what then. I'll give you 3 kilograms. In other words, 6.6 pounds. I'll give you for 60 quid or 60 pounds, which I worked out to be $76.60, I think, for 6.6 pounds. And he cut them into 12 very fatty steaks for us. So they worked out at $6.60 a steak. So that was, we're quite happy with that. And they're very fatty sirloins. So I would get one of those fatty sirloins out of the fridge. I would put it on a plate. I would cover it in pink Himalayan rock salt and add a bit of pluck, which is a bit of a plug for my friend James Beattie and his organ meat supplement. Then I would fry off 2 duck eggs in butter, a liberal amount of butter in a shallow pan. And then when they were fried, I would tip the entire contents of the pan. I wouldn't take the eggs out of the pan. I would actually tip the butter and the eggs over the steak so that the eggs would sit nicely on the steak and then the butter would spread around the dish. So I've got a steak covered in pink Himalayan rock salt, a bit of organ meat supplement from Pluck, a nice covering of a sauce of butter, and then 2 delicious duck eggs on top. And then I would eat it as that. And that is my standard go-to first meal of every day. So it's not something which is particularly special for me, apart from the fact that, of course, every meal like that is special. So that's what I would do. As regards singing, I used to be a member of a rugby team, and the tradition in the British game of rugby is to sing songs afterwards. And I do have a song called the Lobster Song, which is kind of carnival, and it goes, fisherman, fisherman, home from the sea, have you a lobster you will sell to me, singing oh tiddly-o. And then the words get a bit rude from there on, so I will take it. I will stop because it wouldn't be totally appropriate. But it kind of is a song about a lobster and buying from a local fisherman. So it kind of fits.
Sounds like sort of a chanty, right?
It is. It's sort of a sea shanty, absolutely. Yeah, very, very much so, Dr. Nelson. It's known as the lobster song, but it gets a bit rude later on. So I would have to adapt it, shall we say, for general consumption.
I'm curious. Amy, what song would you sing and what would you cook? If you're on stage, you're going to do that.
You'd have to give me like a week to think of a song. I can't really think of anything right now. I don't sing a lot. My husband used to laugh at me because I would often sing off key. And I don't really sing much because I live by myself and I just don't think about singing much. And, you know, the songs I sing to my kids wouldn't really work. Although there's a song, Go Tell Aunt Rhody, and it has a goose in it, so maybe that works. So I guess
Go
that's
tell
what I
Aunt
would
Rhody.
say. Yeah. I can't even think of it right now because I'm a little bit nervous. You put me on the spot. And I'm afraid I'm going to sing off key. But on the show, I would have practiced ahead of time, and that's the song I would have sang. And a lot of people know that song. My mom sang it to me, us, when I was a kid, and I sang it to my kids, and it does have a goose, but I don't even remember how it goes now. The old gray goose is dead. That's the end of the song.
John the grey goose is gone and the fox is on the towner. Is that the one, Amy? Does that ring a bell with you?
No,
Okay,
go
no,
tell
that's
it,
it.
Rhody, go tell it, Rhody, go tell
Oh,
it,
no,
Rhody, the old gray
no.
goose is dead. She'll get another one, she'll get another one, she'll get another one, standing on its head. And it just keeps going over and over and over. And my blood sugar is probably going to be really high now.
Yeah,
Such stress. I cook a lot of stuff that takes a really long time, like brisket takes 5 hours. So I couldn't cook that on your cooking show, but I might cook the butter mayo, you know, when I find out how it is on sardines. It's good
Now
on
that looks very
eggs.
soft.
Eggs too. It is
Looks-
soft, but it will get harder in the fridge and it's spreadable. So, you know, it's kind of perfect. My favorite meal for breakfast is sunny side up eggs and very, very, very floppy bacon. And, you know, besides brisket slow cooked, I eat a lot of burgers and bacon. And I usually put a sunny side up egg on top of the burger. And this might go really good on the egg too. It's kind of like a vinegary hollandaise.
What about on those yummy rolls that you made the other day? And I made them too. My God, I couldn't stop thinking of them.
I'm sure that it would probably taste pretty good, but I'll tell you, my blood sugars have been a challenge since I made the oopsie cake and the rolls, which are basically the same ingredients, just dairy and more dairy.
Yeah, mine too.
It's a real challenge to my blood sugar, and that's why I try to only do it at holidays, but then I just, you know, end up having a miserable holiday because I'm chasing my blood sugar all the time.
Yeah,
But
that probably is because even though they are wholesome ingredients, but you're processing them and not having the whole food actually, you're making some process
right.
food out of it, and so that kicks up your blood sugars.
Yep.
Yeah, mine. I used. I would rather like a whole milk powder, but the only thing I could find was skim milk. But I'll have to look harder. But the skim milk powder, my body just protests
Oh yeah,
for
that
24
would
hours.
make,
It does a
yeah.
24-hour protest.
Well, I ordered ahead of time. I ordered the heavy milk, the heavy cream powder, and at least it didn't have carbs in it.
Mhm.
So yeah.
I got some goat yogurt and I'm going to put that instead. I'll be trying that soon. What do you think? Do you think it'll probably be less, I think maybe, I don't think I'm lactose intolerant, but I don't think my body really likes dairy products. But I
Well,
would,
I don't think I'm lactose intolerant because I don't have digestive issues or serious, but I am sensitive. So
yeah,
after I eat a lot of dairy, I will get slightly bloated and my blood sugars will be higher than the amount of carbs would tell it to be. You know what I
right.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah. So, so for those who
It's a
don't know, but
sensitivity.
Amy is a type 1 diabetic and so am I. So, but I'm just a baby. I've only had diabetes type 1 for just over a couple of years.
And I've
But
only
Amy's a
had it
pro.
for 55 years.
Wow. Wow. I'm sure you have such a wealth of knowledge behind you. Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
yeah,
I mean, it's so great to see you looking so good, Amy, because a couple of years ago, after I'd been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, my long-standing friend from school died at the age of 57 because he had very poorly managed type 1 diabetes. His problem was the fact that his mother was a doctor. So he absolutely trusted the pharmaceutical companies and all the advice she's passed on now as he has. But it's very sad that basically, because his mother was a doctor, he trusted the mainstream medical industry, believed that everything could be solved with insulin, didn't look after his diet in any way, shape, or form, lost his toes, and then shortly afterwards, one day simply didn't wake up at the age of 57. So, yeah, I just admire you, type 1. I was a type 2 diabetic, which I've reversed, but I just admire you, type 1 diabetic, so much, the way you are handling stuff, because I have seen what can go wrong with type 2 diabetes, and it's very sad.
Yeah. Thank you.
yeah, very, very.
It can be a very dangerous disease, and giving us insulin, which can kill you if you take a little bit too much.
Yeah. So there's a
And
lot of
that's
growth.
why carnivore works so well for it, because you can take little tiny amounts of insulin. So you're never in danger of serious harm. I mean, I know people that take like 8 or 10 units of insulin for a meal with high carbs. And if you miscalculate by just a few percentage points, you can go into a very deep, low blood sugar, and it can actually kill you.
And it's not a pleasant experience, even if it doesn't kill you.
No, it's not. Going low is not fun. No,
Yeah,
it's not.
because going into the 40s or 30s, it can feel really bad. I think only once happened to me that low, but my
Only
family
once.
well,
So
my
why do you
family
think?
was about to, but my family was about to call the ambulance, and
Huh. So why do you think you went low only once in your life and never again? What was different?
at the time, this was 2.5, maybe 2.5, 2 years ago, and I was using a GLP-1, and I used insulin as well. Now, I think I had just started using the GLP-1, and I didn't adjust the insulin down properly. That's what happened, and my blood sugars went down to, I think it went down to like 38 or something like that. And so I just kept asking for, they gave me honey and sodas with sugar and a couple of things. Of course, the result was then going really high, but at least you can manage that a little bit better than.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody manages it depends on where they're at and how gummed up their cells are. Right? I have no problem getting out of a low. All I have to do is just eat some meat. it is very rare. There have been times when I'm like, okay, I just was at the gym and then I got to go do something, get in the car. And so there was very rarely that I eat sugar to bring up a low. I just eat meat, eat something, eat some sardines, eat something. Sardines don't they'll just level me out, right? It's not going to bring me up, but it's going to give me something so that I don't have to fall to a low. Yeah, I don't worry about the lows. I seem to be okay that way.
You mentioned sardines. I was watching today Nick Norwich's video. He had sardines for a month.
Yeah.
Very good video. It's not that long. You should watch it if you haven't.
Nick Norwitz. The longest I did the sardines was 7 days, and I got my ketones up to a 4 for 7 days.
Yeah, he did it for 30 days or so.
But do you like? And I've heard Dr. Boz, one of her patients, did it for maybe 3 months or something. No,
100 days.
Do you? Pardon, 100 days?
100
Yeah.
days.
Yeah. So do you think what would we have to supplement with having sardines? With just sardines.
Well, I'm not suggesting you do it for 30 or 100 days either, but you don't need to supplement. If you think about it, watch Nick Norwich's video, and I was disappointed that he didn't mention Dr. Boss, actually, because Dr. Boss was the one who told me about the video. And a lot of very good information, by the way.
I've seen that one. It's really good.
But you don't need to supplement much. I mean, if you're doing 3 days or 7 days challenge with sardines, you can probably eat 4 or 5 tin cans per day, and you'll have everything you need and no carbs, basically. When I eat sardines, always with skin and bones. You can buy sardines without skin and bones. You're losing half the good nutrients by doing that. So, and then you can mix it up with butter or olive oil if you want, and increase the amount of fat that way.
These don't say if they have the skin and bones.
Are you going to eat them for us in front?
No, I'm saving them. No, I got 12 more minutes, but I have to go in 10 minutes because I'm going to do it with the steak and butter gang because they've already planned it.
Oh.
And I was on one of their calls the other day, and we were talking about my teeth because my teeth has been losing enamel, and I'm a little freaked out about it. And there was a suggestion of eating sardines because the dairy, which has also been suggested because of the calcium, makes my blood sugar high. So sardines were suggested, and of course with the bones, but I don't know if these have bones. I don't know if it doesn't say.
Does it say they're whole?
It says wild sardines in water.
They're probably whole.
I hope
they are because I want the bones. If I'm going to get them down my throat, I hope I can get them in my mouth. I mean, anyway, so we're all bringing our sardines to this meeting at 4:00 in a few minutes. So I'm sorry, I can't. I'm going to try to video it while I'm on there so that I can use it on my channel of me eating the sardine.
Yeah. Good plan. Yeah. Maybe you can share it on this channel too sometime. I'd love to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it live.
When it comes to the supplement question about fish, let's have a quick think about this because one of my favorite acronyms is SMASH, which is salmon, mackerel, anchovies, sardines, and herring, all of which are oily fish. All of which are migratory fish, which means they stay offshore away from the inshore pollution, and they're swimming all the time. So they're very muscular fish, very protein rich. And they're very oily. They're full of omega-3, and obviously they're all saltwater travelers, including the salmon. So therefore, they've got the minerals such as iodine and the salt. So when you think about it, all of those 5 fish doesn't just have to be sardines. They're kind of their own little. What am I trying to say? They've got all the supplements. They're the perfect package, if you like, of protein, fats, minerals, and vitamins, and basically everything. So I think Dr. Nelson's right. I think you can survive on them probably, quite comfortably for 30 days, because they are what they call a superfood. We hear the nonsense about the superfoods being broccoli, etc. But I think those oily fish are superfoods in their own right.
I would say so. But I don't know how much vitamin A they have. I can't remember. But I know they're nutrient packed. But I know I do feel a little bit if I have just a little bit of liver, like just at the tip of my finger, not too much. Otherwise, if I have too much liver, my blood sugar goes through the roof.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it is superfood.
Probably a question
has actual carbs.
Pardon?
Liver has actual carbs in it.
Right. So then that's
and Dr. Kiltz might argue with you, but meat and fish don't, unless it's a different kind of I think shrimp and scallops and something else has carbs. I can't remember. Do you remember, Dr. Nelson?
Most shellfish may have a little bit. I don't eat shellfish, so I haven't.
I think it's mussels and I think it's mussels and shrimp and scallops, I think. But I don't eat them.
But regarding the comment on vitamin A, yes, sardines have vitamin. See, anything that is fatty is going to have the vitamin K, the vitamin D, the vitamin A, and what's the other one? K,
B12?
E, D,
A, D, and K.
They when they're fatty, they'll usually have more of those vitamins that are fat soluble.
Okay, here's a question for Dr. Nelson. When it comes to vitamin A, which I think our best one is retinol versus beta carotene, do we have a store in our body, or do we need to constantly keep replenishing it? And if so, how long would that store?
Well, the fat soluble vitamins get stored in our body, yes. Now, your body has to work hard to transform that beta carotene, which is not the bioavailable human vitamin A. Okay, it's a provitamin, and not all gets converted to retinol properly.
Yeah, but am I right in thinking that if we get our vitamin A from meat, we're getting it in the retinol in it directly, so there's no conversion? The retinol's actually in the meat. Yeah, I thought so. Good. I was paying attention in class, Dr. Nelson.
Most muscle, steaks, of course, don't have as much vitamin A as eating a piece of liver. There's a lot more vitamin A in liver.
What about kidneys and heart? The other organ meats, heart and kidneys are the other two which I would eat sometimes. Are they rich in the same as liver?
I'm not, in my experience, heart isn't as rich for me.
Yeah.
For me, but liver
heart does have a lot of coenzyme Q10.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have like a high blood sugar effect on me as much. Like if I ate a bunch, yeah, but not like the liver. Liver is really rich. So do you think the Q10 contributes to lowering the blood sugar?
No, I'm just saying that heart has a higher amount of coenzyme Q10 than muscle meat.
Yum. Now I want to get me some.
It definitely has less amount of carbs, I think, than liver, because there is it's not significant, by the way. People who are very, in your case, you're type 1, so you might respond more to liver than most other people, of course.
Right. Yeah. Well, there we go. So is there any last words, any other housekeeping? Anybody want to mention, shout out, or anything Anybody want to have anything on your mind you want to just let
Yeah,
out?
just a quick one. He was just asked Rick if he's diabetic. I think if we're talking about Charger Mopar, he hasn't been to a doctor for about 20 years, so he probably wouldn't know even if he was, to be honest with you. But I'm fairly sure that Rick is not a diabetic. So, yeah, he's very proud of the fact that he hasn't seen a doctor for 20 years or so. So I don't think he would know.
But okay, yeah, and I remember that. No, but I wonder if so. Did I wonder if he wore a blood sugar monitor for him to know that? He
I
must
don't
have.
think so.
No.
No, Rick is very proud of his blood pressure monitor. I think that's about the only piece of medical equipment he actually keeps track of. I've never seen him use the CGM on live, but I've seen him use the blood pressure monitor quite a lot. So, yeah, that's
Cool. Yeah, he's an interesting fellow. Yeah. So the Let's Eat challenge look like you're going to say something, Amy.
Well, my alarm is going off, my blood sugar alarm. I'm a little bit high, so my alarm is going off. I was going to say that I'm starting a new community for December, and
Right.
December 1st is tomorrow, and I'm having a sale today only of 25% off of my coaching fee, which is the group coaching is only $25 a month, but I'm having a 20% off sale, so it's $20 a month for just today if you join today.
I was thinking
I didn't know how to put the how to do the chat while I was on camera, so I didn't put that in. But I'm Amy Fields Perrin on Instagram and Facebook, and Brisket Boomers on YouTube. So you can just DM me if you're interested.
what if somebody want to say, I want to pay 3 months today at the 20% off or whatever? Can they do that?
I'm gonna have to
Pay 3
think
months
about
with that discount. I want to tell you this. For me, it's more easy for me to pay you 3 months or 6 months right now than for me to go through
Pay
the
by the
PayPal
month.
monthly. Honestly, I've been trying to pay you and I'm
I
like,
know.
so I'd rather do it once. I'm just telling you, right?
Oh,
To me, it's like it saves time.
yes,
I'd rather pay you 3
you
or
can
6
pay me
months.
at the special price for 3 months or 6 months. Sure.
Yeah,
Only today. Only today.
there you go. Right? It's like, okay, 6 months is done and it's done, right? I don't have to do this every month because I've got so many things I've been doing and remembering passwords and stuff like that. It's just annoying. I just want to do it once. I'm doing talk to type, so pardon the spelling and pronunciation. Carnivore Jerry, welcome.
Yeah,
Okay,
Jerry's just flagging up a sale from Dave Felderman on his own labs that he's doing an offer as well for only $300. So that sounds good. I wouldn't know myself, but can I just point out that we have got some great offers on this show tonight. Obviously Amy's, Carnivore Jerry, and let's not forget the $297 which Dr. Nelson for the next coaching course in February, which is incredibly cheap. I must say, I thought ours was originally a really good value for money. But I mean, the thing is, you get 13 weeks of being taught by Dr. Nell, well, being taught anyway, learning. And not only that, but you also get great community. All of us three, in fact, all four of us here, I'd never met. We never met each other before July the 1st when it all started. And now we're the best of friends, literally the best of friends. It's, it's incredible. We hang out with each other every day of the week, being on the 6 a.m.s, for example. We've got our own coaching group, and we've got the KMT way of staying in contact. It's just, I can't speak highly enough of it. And to $297, that is just, that's £250. That's like, what can you get for £250? You can barely get a meal for two in a restaurant nowadays for that. So come on, folks, get in there and come and join the coaching crew.
Yeah, and
I gotta run, you guys.
Okay,
Thank
you much, Amy.
Thank you.
Remember, join.
Bye,
Bye.
Amy.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Love to Amy. And so if you want to get into the Let's Eat challenge, if you're in the WhatsApp group, you can feel free to text me, and I'll email you. We'll talk. But So getting on to the Let's Eat challenge. So it's all donating for the PhD project. So his documentary, and the different things. Thank you, Lizzie World. Thank you so much for coming. Everybody, thanks for coming. So if you want to get onto stage here and show us your best song, your best cook while you sing while you cook, that would be wonderful too. You don't have to sing, you can just tell a story, but all for a great cause. Boston Danny, thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you every Sunday, same time, same place, and take care of yourself. Love you lots.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you so much for joining Dr. Nelson and George, Coach George.
Thank you.
Bye. Love you lots.
Hit the button, Nikki.
Okay.
We're still live.